Good day, folks. Welcome to the MB Wildman channel. On today's video, I'm just going to show you a real quick little product that I found at my local grain store here. And if you've got any amount, or if you've had any amount of success using molasses for deer or bear or whatever you want to bait, or whatever you want to bring in, and you want to use that molasses flavor, but you don't want to go ahead and lug molasses, or you don't want the stickiness and the nuisance of liquid molasses, or you just can't find it in your area, or it's too expensive, any of those things, then stick with me and I'm going to show you a great alternative. You can make anything that you put out there in the woods molasses flavored without the actual use of molasses. Listen, if you haven't yet subscribed to the MB Wildman channel, we sure would appreciate it. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free, it doesn't cost anything. Just go ahead and subscribe. If you want to know when we put up new videos, you can click on that bell. You'll get notified when we upload new content. We don't want you to miss anything. And as always, we're looking for questions, comments, feedback, whatever you got. Go ahead and leave those in the comments section down below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. On today's video, I'm going to be making what I call molasses corn coat. So I don't really usually feed the deer, or I don't try to bring deer in using corn here in New Brunswick. There's just too many bears. But what I do try to bring in using corn is bears. Shocking, I know. So fall bear season's coming up, and I've got a couple of videos in the next couple of weeks on fall bear baiting. But for right now, I'm going to do up a batch of corn, and I want it to be flavored like molasses. So corn is cheap, and molasses isn't super expensive, the liquid stuff, but it's a nuisance. It's sticky, it's annoying, it's everywhere, you got to clean stuff. So what I found is a great alternative to that. My buddy at the grain store in Heartland turned me on to this. Now, this package right here is called Dry Molass Aid. MOLASS-ADE, not molasses aid, molass aid. And this product is actually designed to be added to, livestock feed to give it a molasses flavor. And this is an intense powder, molasses flavored. This is 500 grams, I believe, net weight 500 grams, right? And this will treat 1 ton. Yeah, that's right, I said it, 1 ton. This will treat a ton of livestock feed in this little bag. This was less than 20 bucks. So for less than 20 bucks, I've got enough Molass Aid powder in here to treat a ton of whatever it is I'm gonna put out there in the woods. So what I found is that you can take this nice powdered mixture and mix it into corn, just regular old dry whole corn, like this, right? So just regular dry corn that you'd buy. And again, this stuff is super cheap, or it is where I am anyway. I think it's, I don't know, I get like a 50-pound bag. It's like $8 or something like that, right? So the dry corn is cheap, and if I want to use it to bait bear, then I had typically used corn and molasses, right? But again, I'm back to lugging molasses and buying molasses. And molasses isn't too bad, right? My guy in Heartland hooks me up 75 cents a kg for liquid feed molasses. That's a really great deal. I know not all of you have that deal, but if you don't, and you've got a local feed store, then you may be able to get this product. And I mean, literally walking out of the store, it weighs a pound. And it'll treat a ton of stuff. So it's real simple to make with what you're going to do. What I'm going to do anyway is all I'm going to do is add a little bit of it, and I mean a little bit, right? Because it is intense, and it is it's unbelievably molasses flavored. Wow, I don't know if you can see it. It's really, really, really small granules. Yep, you can see it. So it's really, really small. And what you'll notice if you use it on corn especially is that it sort of, when you put it in the mixture, I don't know if you can see this or not, hold on. Let's see if I can give you my look, probably not, but when you add it to the mixture, okay, it kind of goes in like, in the texture of like ground pepper. That's a lot, that's way too much for this bag, but, and already like the smell is very, very strong. It seals, it's got a little zip tie seal, right? So that it stays fresh. But already, my entire skinning shed out here, this entire room, smells like I just spilled a whole jug of molasses. It's great. Okay, so all I do is I just close up the bag, give it a good shake. Like I've got probably, I don't know, 10 or 15 pounds of corn left in the bottom of this bag. And all I'm doing is giving it a good shake. And when you open this bag up again, whew, you've got all that corn that just smells like molasses. So basically you've just done like a corn coat, like they have, like Khmer Deer has a corn coat. And if you like that stuff, I've got a recipe on the channel for corn coat too, that make your own. Pretty cheap and pretty easy. But if you're into the molasses flavor for whatever you do, so you want to put out apples, or you want to put out corn, or you want to put out whatever it is you put out for deer, bear, moose, elk, wild, partridge, whatever it is you're hunting or trying to get in front of your game camera, and you like to use molasses, man, that Molasses Aid is a super, super duper product, and I highly recommend it. Now, I've never tried it just on its own. I have inklings of doing a video, maybe in a test of just like finding an old stump, drilling a few holes, pouring in some of the Molasses Aid, and just letting it be with just that intense molasses flavor, and see what would come calling. I suspect I'd get all kinds of game, from skunks, raccoons, to everything from bears and hopefully deer and whatever else. But maybe that'll be a future video, we'll see. But anyway, so if you want to coat anything that you have that you're going to put out there as an attractant, and you want to use the molasses flavor, you want to do it cheap and easily, Molasses Aid your way to go. So anyway, listen, this is just a real quick video. I hope this is something that can help you out. And until next time, happy hunting from the MB Wildman channel.